And for Northern Iowa, that will be 27th ranked Trever Anderson, redshirt freshman. Both these guys redshirt freshmen. He's 7-7. He's from Ankeny, the town just north of Des Moines. And he'll face number 15, Troy Spratley, redshirt freshman from Eufaula, Oklahoma, 13-4 this year. A couple of young guys in the lineup, but both have done well, and both are in the rankings.
These two guys met before earlier in the year at the Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational. Spratley won that match. Obviously, Spratley's trying to rebound from last Sunday, giving up the fall to Kaler from Oregon State, which wrestled an extremely smart match at that 125.
Well, we'll see who can get the pace started for their team, just as happened last weekend when Oregon State jumped out with that big pin. Duck under, kind of a fireman's carry. Spratley, no takedown yet. He's in there and reaching over the top and through the ankles, of course, is Anderson trying to counter it off. Spratley gets the head up, trying to turn back in if he can clear his head. Hasn't collected the other leg yet to go to the double, perhaps. Here we go. Anderson still doing a good job fighting it off. Somebody's going to come out with something, maybe. There now, Spratley has the other leg. Can't clear those. Got to clear that leg.
It was good elbow control, high crotch in that position. Anderson did a good job draping over the top. It was a struggle for Spratley in that position to clear his head. His hands were locked around Anderson's legs, which kind of didn't allow him to clear his head out of there. So good counter by Anderson in that position.
So no score, still first period, opening on 45 of the first period.
I've noticed here early in this match, Jay, Anderson has come with the overtide cross pick to Spratley's left leg a few times. He hasn't got there yet, but I'm expecting that from this position. There it is again. He's looking for that. I was wondering if Spratley was going to try a little pass by off of that. Yeah.
Didn't quite get there.
No, he did.
50 seconds left of the first, no score. Spratley had the one good shot, but couldn't complete it. Under again with a little short fireman's is what that looks like to me. Would that be accurate, you think?
No, he's going with the elbow control to a duck under there. Anderson's doing a good job of defending and getting that out of there. Like I said, the first time he got in that position, and obviously they got into that scramble, which ended up in a stalemate. But he's been doing real good off of that elbow control and making that high attempt there.
20 seconds to go in the first. There's a good low single shot and a stall warning against Anderson. And there is 3 by Spratley.
Jay, we talk about it every week.
Short time takedown.
Short time takedown.
And let's see if he can not give up the escape. That is Spratley. If so, time runs out, and he's got a 3-0 lead, and that is big.
Off of this takedown, there's about 10 to 15 seconds left here. Good blast double, attacked real low below the knee, was able to capture Anderson's ankle, climb up the body. There's his 3 points. Big move right there for Spratley at the end of that first period. Like I said, 10 to 15 seconds left there.
Choice by Anderson, chooses bottom.
And also with that, Anderson did get a stall call, which you mentioned,
yes,
Jay.
Stall warning right in the process.
Yep, like you said, Spratley was the aggressor there in that first period. Anderson just was slapping at that cross pick, that ankle pick. So we'll see if he tries to get back to that like I mentioned earlier.
A little spiral ride by Spratley to start the second. Scoots back behind him. And there up and out is Anderson. So the score's 3-1. Spratley didn't try that hard to break him back down. Little shot by Anderson, not there.
You know, Spratley's got to have some confidence right now of getting in on that. So 3 times to your high crotch, 1 time on a low level. I call it a low level double, obviously below the knee.
Yeah, almost to the ankles, but not quite.
Not quite. You know, he's definitely been the aggressor there.
There's a shot by Anderson, but Spratley kicks away.
Yeah, by the hair of his chinny chin chin, as they say. Pass by.
A minute left in the second. 3-1 the score. Spratley with the lead because of the early takedown. If you haven't watched any wrestling yet this year, you might not realize 3 points for takedowns this year, not 2. 1 hour weigh-in or 2 hour weigh-ins instead of 1 hour weigh-ins. A few other changes, but the big one is the takedown. And there's Anderson shooting again.
Anderson is picking up his pace right now. He's been the aggressor this period, right? So momentum has definitely shifted to Anderson's side. From first period, Spratley. Second period right now has been Anderson controlling the pace.
Spratley hanging on to that left wrist. Now goes to the elbow. Anderson over the top. Almost a headlock I thought he was going to get, but he didn't. Now they're off with 18 seconds to go. Again, short time. Can somebody take advantage of the final 18 seconds?
And this is a little bit of that youth movement that Coach Schwab was telling us about earlier. And obviously, even Oklahoma State has that as well. But Northern Iowa does have an extremely young team. They got a mixture of young, got a mixture of old in this team. And with Anderson out here right now, he's one of those freshmen.
5 seconds left in the second. And no further action. So 3-1 third, Spratley's choice. And he does choose bottom.
Riding time right now is obviously not a factor. Only 30 seconds in the favor of Spratley from Oklahoma State.
See Anderson's strategy here. Does he want to ride, or does he want to go back on his feet where he has picked up the pace?
I think it kind of just gives what the match is going to give him, right? He's lanky, so I'm pretty sure he's got some good leverage there. And he's in that claw and half position. So I think he may commit to this ride and see if he can get him a couple swipes here. You know, and especially, like I said, with the 2, 3, and 4-point near fall, and obviously Coach Schwab and them are going to be asking for a stall call here on bottom. So Spratley's going to have to make those little bitty minor adjustments within this match right here in the bottom position to look to get that 1 point.
Gets to a 4-point stance briefly. Now 3-point goes Spratley. Hanging on to that tight waist, and then underhook on the right side is Anderson. Breaks him back to the mat. Now he's trying to put on a half there.
Man, he had that half deep. Good defense by Spratley there to fight that off, because Anderson was committed to that. And I see what he's doing on top, Jay. He's falling off, getting that tight waist, and he's going to look for a little crab right here. It is right here.
Ooh, almost had. That was no, just one swipe.
That's his.
Not two. That was close.
That was close. So this is where Anderson wants to be. He's going to continue to work that claw. Now he's got a boot in, looking to catch Spratley and just get a couple swipes. Right? He gets 2 swipes
on Spratley.
Scores tied up.
Now Spratley, if he gets another penalty, make it 3-2, and if Anderson can ride out, it would be riding time for him. He'd have a riding point coming. He's up to 50 seconds. Spratley reaches back, no good. Still a half on the right side applied by Anderson. He's been really tough on top.
And he is running that half. There's his position. That's where he wants to be.
Spratley goes all the way over, stays out of trouble there, but he's still tied up. Woo!
But right here, Spratley's still working.
Spratley tried to reach back for a switch, but nope, not yet. And they're off with 11 seconds left. Riding time is secured for Anderson.
It is, and Spratley's done a good job, right? He hasn't, don't get me wrong, early in this period, he was flat on his belly. He's been making his attempts to try to get to his feet. It's hard.
It's hard. Here we go. Can Anderson pull something off here in the final 6 seconds? Going to be tough at this position. Spratley trying to get up, and time runs out. 1:29 riding time. It'll be 3-2, a tight 3-2 victory for Spratley from Oklahoma State. Cowboys lead the duel 3-0. Good match, good one to open up with. Doug Schwab, the Northern Iowa coach, wants to talk to the official. Maybe thinks stalling on bottom might have been called more. Schwab in his 14th year. There's John Smith in his 33rd year. The 484 victories. He's in 3rd place all time. Just needs 8 more to catch Dr. Harold Nichols.